Major General Yankuba Darboe, the Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambia Armed Forces, today qualified my 10th day in self-isolations. I did so simply because these are instructions that I received from members of the Ministry of Health Department, indicating that this is strictly in line with the World Health Organization's rules and procedures. It happens on the 14th of March this year, when I was coming from a very structured meeting in France, and I came via Casablanca. In the process, we boarded the flight with Gambians and non-Gambians alike. It could have been anybody in that flight. It could have been either by circumstances or by design. We arrived in the country, that's the Gambia, at Banjul International Airport on the 15th of May. In line with procedures, we went through some structured screening processes, in which case none of us were tested positive, including my very self. We were all negative. We left that very day and for our respective homes. The next day, which was on Monday, I resumed work in preparation to take over from my predecessor. Take over in the context of handing and take over procedure, because I was now appointed as the incumbent of the armed forces. We started the process of handing and taking over that very Monday, and then we terminated the process on Tuesday, which was on the 17th, in a very colorful ceremony. This was strictly in line with ethical procedures as far as the armed forces is concerned. Because in the armed forces, it's just not mere handing and taking over. There's a stage-by-stage procedures we must exhaust, so that every individual, at the outgoing and incoming, we should be satisfied with the process. The process was completed on Tuesday the 17th in a colorful ceremony, in which case people were invited from all walks of life. The next day, which was on Wednesday, towards the close of work, I received in audience an individual from the Ministry of Health. He came with a narrative to say, I was on board the same flight with somebody who was tested positive 2 days earlier, who was a lady, perhaps at the age of 28 years old. And then he further went on to say, in line with WHO procedures, I should observe what they call self-isolations. Without hesitation, I strictly said to him, consider it done. I did so simply because a rule for one is a rule for everybody. Despite being the Chief of Defense Staff of the Gambian Armed Forces, I'm of the strong conviction that I'm not above the law. I should therefore strictly observe any rules and regulations that are meant exclusively in the best interest of this country and in the best interest of the institution I represent. Remember, I command the armed forces. If I should defy such instructions, what message am I trying to convey to my subordinate? And by extension, what impression am I trying to convey to other Gambians? I believe strongly that rules are meant to be obeyed. And I sensed and I came up with a conclusion to say I'm not above the law. On the basis of that, I strictly observed what was shared with me. Since that very Wednesday to date, I've decided not to be going to work. I decided to stay indoors, to observe strictly the rules and regulations. And perhaps one thing which is very important, on a daily basis, medical doctors, certified medical doctors from the RVTH, they come to visit me on a daily basis and they conduct their normal test. And all these tests conducted, right, is all negative. Notwithstanding, I still want to exhaust the 14 days prescribed period. Once the process is over, then I can resume my normal lives.
When will that be?
Hopefully, by Sunday, I should be a free person. I should go about my normal businesses, inshallah.
Thank you.
Good. Let's